Ahoy, Captains! It's Vaz again with another video from World of Warships Legends. And today we have a Let's Play video for you. We're in the Flandre. We are in a game of domination on the map Crash Zone. And the Flandre here is a premium Tier 7 French battleship. I believe it was a campaign ship a little while back, quite a ways back. And it wasn't very good. And it received a couple of buffs there last year, and now it's pretty good. So we're going to talk about the buffs to the ship and what you can do to get the most out of it during this video. But first off, I want to give a shout out to my two division mates that I had with me in this match. We had Misfits Diesel, he was in the Lexington, the carrier. And then we had Eternal Abyss, he was playing the A.L. Montpellier, the American cruiser. So yeah, shout out to those guys for staying out of my way. No, I'm just kidding. They helped out quite a bit. So yeah, big thank you to them. This match is quite a doozy, as you can probably see from either the thumbnail that I'm about to create and the whatever the title I choose, because things get crazy later at the end. And we do a bit of carrying here in the Flandre. And so this match is going to demonstrate this ship's carrying ability. Because it sure as heck wasn't my gameplay. It was all the ship in this one. Unfortunately, we have the middle spawn, as you kind of get with division play. And it kind of sucks on this map, especially in the south. And I'm always questioning where to go and what to do. But I think for the most part, I like to support the Charlie cap. You know, that's the only cap that's usually vacant. The way that things are set up, at least in this placement of the caps. Sometimes they're different. You get the 3 caps, right? The 3 empty caps. But in this setup, you get a cap for each team, Alpha and Bravo, and then you have the 1 empty cap. So I like to go and support that one. We flipped on our engine boost to get over there as fast as we could. We are the second fastest battleship at Tier 7 in the Flandre. Now, I've been trying to shoot at the Zeiton, or Zeton, whatever you want to call that junk, on our way over to where we want to get. But we're also taking fire from Johnny Bingo's there, and that's not good. So we kind of want to stay angled to him. He's a mean piece of business, that John Bart. So that's kind of dictated where we are placing our ship. And that's how we've ended up in the cap here in our battleship. And that's not exactly a bad thing. There's a whole bunch of reasons. Number one, the island cover. We have islands on a couple different sides. Actually, on all sides, pretty much. So that will protect us from torps and will also protect us from crossfires. Now, the Summers popped up on our screen there, and so we tried to, we want to eliminate that bastard. That is an overpowered ship, if I've ever seen one. Unfortunately, spoiler alert, he survives till the end of the match. But we do knock his health down, and that kind of neuters his ability to affect the match. Now, Zeton is pushing a little too far. And that's going to help us to eventually knock him off the board. But the other reason why being in this cap is a good thing is that, well, normally it would allow the rest of our teammates to sort of flank the enemy. But, yeah. We're going to talk about the Vauquelin on our team in a second here. I don't like to point out bad play by teammates, but... yeah, he's just absolutely terrible. There's 2 destroyers in the cap, both doing the same thing that me and Eternal are doing. We're in the cap. They don't need to contest the cap. They are free to go about, and they should be flanking the John Bart is what they should be doing. They should probably be staying away from that Plymouth. But other than that, that's the only thing they really have to be scared about. Now, we have to be scared about a whole bunch of things. It kept crossing my mind that this John Bart would try and ram me, actually. We also got to keep our eye out for torpedoes from the Plymouth, and torps from the Summers, and torps from an Akatsuki, which is, I think it popped up on the screen already, or if it hasn't, it will soon, shortly. And so we got to kind of hunker down a little bit here in between these islands and the cap. And now it's just the waiting game. It's a bit of a chess match, actually. It's waiting until the enemy makes a poor move. But until then, we're just going to try and whittle down the John Bart, because that's all we have to shoot at. I thought I could take out some of his turrets with my AP, but with the non-dispersion build that we have here, we got a brawling build on the Flandre. We're having a hard time hitting him, even though he's only like 5 clicks or so in front of us. So that's a great segue, Vaz, into our commander. Let's get our commander up on the screen while we slug it out here with this Johnny Bingos. We're using good old Emil Giapretti. And our inspirations are Cunningham and Von Hipper. And because I knew Misfits was taken in a carrier, so I got the no-fly zone in the first slot. Then I got Porcupine in the second slot. We have Megalomaniac, a unique skill to the French commanders, in the third slot. And then I think it's called Master Mechanic in the fourth slot. And then good old Will to Rebuild in the legendary skill slot. Unfortunately, that Megalomaniac skill reduces your hit points a little bit. But that's actually okay in the Flandre because it has the most hit points out of any tier 7 ship in the game. Its base is over 75,000 hit points, but you can see that ours is 71 and change, and so that's the hit that you sort of take. But it's worth it because of the great help it gives in reducing your reload. Now let's just rattle off some of the buffs that the Flandre got way back when. I think it was in the middle of 2023 sometime. Now got a small buff to its main battery reload time just by a second from 33 seconds to 32. And the big one, it got its secondary battery range increased from 5 kilometers to 6.8. And that made the secondary build on this thing completely viable. I'll point out later in the video just how deadly the secondaries on this thing are. They're not going to really do much against a battle-tanking battleship, but against destroyers and cruisers, oh boy, you watch out. Now, the other big buff it got was to its rudder shift. It went down from 16.6 seconds to 15.1, so that makes it more maneuverable when you're trying to brawl. And finally, it got some small buffs to its concealment. Well, now here we are back in the match. We have torpedoes behind us, torpedoes in front of us. We have the John Bart still alive, Plymouth off to our left. We've really got to be on our toes here. Just like a little person at a urinal. The John Bart's almost dead. Oh my goodness, it's taken forever. He's on fire. Eternal's been wearing him down too. Maybe one last shot can finish him off here, right at the superstructure. And a swing and a miss. Yuck, that was terrible. And unfortunately, things have just gone from bad to worse for our team. We've lost 2 ships consecutively there, including Eternal. Luckily, he was able to finish him off with his fire, getting just the flesh wound medal. And looks like our match is going to be over here. We're about to run into Torps. Hopefully, they're not the Akatsuki Torps. Nope, they are not. They are the Benson or the Summers Torps. Groups of 3, so actually, they're the Summers Torps. I should have known that. Alright, things are about to speed up here. I'm going to try and keep up the best I can. Alright, we're in full comeback carry mode now. We've already swapped over to AP, because we know that we're about to engage this Plymouth. Just trying to figure out which way he's going to go, and I think he's going to go forward. He's getting a little bit overconfident there. Look, you can see that the match is not going our way. The match is going their way, so he's thinking, let's pop out here and get some damage on this Flandre. It's a terrible ship, right? I don't have anything to worry about. And I'm about to show you why you always gotta keep up with the patch notes, kids. Citadel with the rear turret, finish him off with the 2 front turrets. That's our second kill of the match. Also nets us the high caliber medal. And our secondaries are going off. There's a cruiser coming at us in the distance. We've also gotta watch out for the Plymouth Torps. Man, we're about to dodge like, I don't know, dozens and dozens of Torps coming up here. I'll try and keep track of them. And we got the Benson here too. Flick on the secondary consumable. Waiting for our turrets to rotate here. But look at our secondaries just chew up that Benson. My god. And he's down. He is down for the count, getting us close quarters expert medal. Now we can use our main guns on the Zara. And there you go, there's the double strike. 3 ships all killed in quick succession there, and that pulls us even in the match, puts us ahead in points somehow. We're stopping the Charlie Cap from being flipped. Their 2 destroyers are still there. There's torps coming everywhere. Torps coming from behind us. Torps coming from the Benson, it looked like. Now there's torps coming in from some other direction over there, probably the Akatsuki. Torpedoes everywhere. We did take one, unfortunately, so there goes our health. Now we're down to around 10k in health. Akatsuki's trying to light a fire on us, little bastard. But our secondaries are scaring them away, which is good. I think with this build we're at near 10 kilometers, thereabouts. And our focus right now is just to try and get some shots on this Akatsuki. We do have HE loaded. More torps coming in, my goodness. And we still have Misfits in the carrier spotting the Akatsuki as well. Although he is shooting his gun, so that's probably why he's detected. We lose an HE salvo, and we actually smacked him pretty good there. 3 hits. That's huge. Now if you look in the Bravo cap, the Bravo cap's being flipped. The 2 destroyers are in this cap with us. Well, Akatsuki's out of the cap now, he's still running. But that means the carrier is in the Bravo cap, and so eventually I'll figure that out. I don't remember exactly when I did figure it out, but I do figure it out, and I think to myself, let's go get ourselves a carrier. Because now they have 2 caps, and we don't have any caps. They're about to flip the points. Even though Misfits just finished off the Akatsuki, that was a clutch play, by the way. That's probably the clutch play of the match right there. We really needed that. Even though he finished him off, the points are definitely going to flip here pretty quickly, so we need to get going. Now we're being attacked by the freaking carrier. Oh, when does it end? And more torps to dodge. Look at that dodge. That was an amazing dodge, if I do say so myself. A special thank you to that destroyer who helped me with some Wiltry build. That was actually huge. We're up to 23k in hit points now. And that's after using our final heal. We have no consumables left now. And we were able to actually help flip that cap, so that's a big one for us. Now we're dodging more torpedoes, my god. How many torps did we dodge in this match? And there's the carrier, that's who we're looking for. Now we have just enough time left. We need to play things pretty perfectly though here. The Saipan is no slouch when it comes to tier 7 carriers. For this last little bit, I just want to talk about the Flandre, the ship itself again. You know, if you're not comfortable with this type of in-your-face playstyle, this brawling type of playstyle, then this is definitely not the ship for you. I wouldn't bother trying to put a sniper build on this thing. You're just going to be outmatched and outgunned by, ships with higher caliber guns and, more firepower and whatnot. With the way that the ship has been buffed in terms of its secondary range, you can take full advantage of its secondaries. It does have quite a few secondaries on the ship, quite a few 100mm secondaries, and it's got a decent amount of 152s on there too. Those were probably the ones that were chewing up that Benson, which gave us our Confederate medal, I believe. But they're not having as much success against the Saipan. Of course, these tier 7 carriers have quite a bit of armor to them. Even our 15-inch guns from the Flandre are having a little bit of trouble, especially with them angled, especially with our dispersion. And now we're about to take a full salvo of torps from the Saipan here. That's why I was commenting earlier about getting that Wiltry build from that destroyer. That extra little bit probably helped save our lives there, potentially. But there we go, we're able to finish off the Saipan. Kraken Unleashed. We flipped the points back in our favor as the enemy team had taken the points lead. We have just enough time to put a little feather in our cap there and get a Clear Skies medal too. We're going for all the medals in this match. The last thing I wanted to just throw in there quickly about this match is that this is my first ever recording off of a capture from my PlayStation 5. So hopefully the quality has been a little bit better, and going forward we'll get better quality videos out there. There's the Dreadnought medal to boot, so 8 medals in total in that match. Holy smokes, that's definitely a personal record. And with all them stats, we definitely advanced the campaign somehow. And here we are on the stat screen. We finished that match with almost 180,000 in damage, or 5 sinkings, over 300 secondary hits, not too shabby. Let's list off the medals here if we can. Dreadnought medal, Kraken Unleashed medal, Double Strike medal, Close Quarters Expert medal, Confederate medal. Our first kill of the match was their, whatever the first kill of the match medal is. I don't even remember what it's called. Then we have our Clear Skies medal and the High Caliber medal. Holy nugs. And on the team screen, our medals are almost off of the page there. That's hilarious. And Internal and Misfits, both of their kills were actually really clutch kills. So again, shout out to those guys for really helping out and doing their part in that match. And GG to the enemy team too. You guys made it a super close and entertaining match. Well, I hope you guys did enjoy that video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button for me. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of my videos. Feel free to leave a comment down below. And as always, take care of yourselves and do what makes you happy.